Something is going on with Bryce James that no one is noticing. Now, many of you remember Bryce James just had a recent growth spurt to about 6'2 or 6'3, which is making him look like a super dominant prospect on the court for his age. And of course, this summer he has been playing AAU, but honestly, things are not going as good as many people thought they would. Now, number one, Bryce James, of course, is playing up in AAU for Strive for Greatness. But if you look at some of the numbers that he has been putting up, man, these are definitely not good at all. Now, for sure, I do have to give him some credit because he is playing up, but these numbers honestly remind me a lot of what Bronny James went throughout majority of his high school and even some of his middle school season where he was playing up. Now, in all of the games that Bryce James played in this recent past tournament, he didn't score more than 3 points the entire tournament, and even had one game where he had 16 minutes and still was unable to pass that. Now, he's not putting up that many shots, and for sure, I think on one hand, him playing against this older competition can be a good thing, but sometimes also when you're not putting up a lot of shots, you're not getting the most minutes, and really it's not benefiting you because you're just sitting on the bench. Maybe it's not always the best idea for him to be playing up. Now, Bronny James went through something like this very similar, because remember, there were games where Bronny was scoring 0 points, 4 points, and everyone called him overrated. But what's crazy is someone like Bryce, who obviously does not have the same spotlight as Bronny, is going through something very similar, and yet people do not have that same energy at all. Now, I'm a person who always believes hoopers should play up, and I think Bryce has been honestly somewhat impressive, especially in the regular season when he was playing JV basketball. But you guys know Bronny has been playing up since day one, has been playing varsity basketball since I believe he was a freshman, which for sure is going to get you prepared quicker for the next level. And I think someone like Bryce is going through something very similar, and a lot of people would sit here and say that this dude is getting exposed in his games, but honestly, man, I think he just has to continue to keep working, and eventually if he can produce at a level where he's playing against older guys, remember, when you get to the next level, you're playing against grown men. People could be 10 years older than you, they could be younger than you, it doesn't matter. You just have to go out there and get buckets, and I really think this is what something like LeBron James understands and tries to prepare his sons for. You can play against anyone at any time, you just got to be ready to go. Now, of course, Bronny has also been playing AAU during this summer, and I have to say he is looking like a crazy prospect that should be top 10 in the country. Now, if you didn't know and want that update, man, and want to see what he's doing, click this video on the screen because Bronny is looking scary.